Esperanza Pense? Donde la Esperanza Pense? Welcome to Esperanza Pense, where hope wins. Today we're pulling in the energies for Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. How's it going? How you feeling? How's it going out there? Me, I'm doing all right. Been getting a lot of exercise lately. Jupiter's in my first house, so I'm trying to gain some weight this year and get my muscles a little bit bigger, and so far my gut has gotten bigger. I don't know about my muscles, but having a good time, you know. I hope that everybody's feeling that deep scorpionic energy that we're all swimming through. No time for surface matters. We're gonna have deeper conversations, deeper understandings, you know. Small talk is cool and all, but you know, people might just go straight in and really have a real conversation and not try to pull any punches. You can't get anything past the Scorpio, I always say. So speaking of, here's a jumper. Page of Cups. Speaking of a water sign, Page of Cups is a youngster. This is youthful energy. This is someone who's on the youthful end of the spectrum, even if they aren't by age a young person. They're young at heart. This is someone who's just getting used to their own cup. You know, even their own cup can surprise them at times with nourishment. You know what I'm saying? With wonderment. Page of Cups is going to be a new start emotionally, or maybe us thinking of new ways to connect emotionally, or to give emotionally, or to think about setting our foot forward emotionally on a new path. Page of Cups, if it's a person in our lives, it could be a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Pisces person who might be off to some new start energy. So speaking of Scorpio, Page of Cups could be new starts in Scorpio energy, and the sun just entered Scorpio recently, so maybe that's what we're talking. Kind of just sometimes the cards just pop out just like, okay, like this is what we're talking about, and then the card pops up like just what we were just talking about. So that's going to flavor our reading, the new start Scorpio energy. And now I'm going to pray over these cards and pull our Quick Hit Tarot. All right. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. 28th of October, 2025, near past, present tense, and near future. In our flavor, que sabor rico. Near past, Two of Swords. Present tense, the Magician reversed. Oh, wow. And the near future, Death reversed. Ooh, speaking of scorpionic energy, Two of Swords is a situation where we've kind of reached an impasse and it's hard for us to make decisions. We're sort of weighing out all the options, and we're trying to block out influence from outside sources so that we can make an informed decision in and of our own intuition. Whenever the moon shows up in a tarot card, I really get that intuitive guidance. Even if the swords mean logic, we're still pairing our logic with our inner intuition. In this card, Two of Swords is having a couple of options available and just sort of this is trying to strike a balance, but it's tough because those swords are going to get heavy eventually. You got to make a choice and go with something. But right now this person is indecisive, and they're still weighing out the options, the pros and the cons of the situation. With the Magician reversed, wow, again, now this came through yesterday. The Magician reversed is an energy, an overarching energy or theme, because look, the Roman numeral on top, that lets us know that we're working with a major arcana card. And I do have videos about that on YouTube that you can check out. But the Magician reversed is somebody who's taking their own personal magic and pressing it upon reality, but maybe in a chaotic way. They're probably not staying in the gentle divine flow of things. Like good magicians, stay in the natural flow of things, and they don't press upon reality. They don't press upon other people's free will. Good magicians enhance what's already beautiful and natural, and they take their power from a divine source and bring it down to earth. Now, this person is taking the divine power from earth and using it for their own personal power. So this is somebody who might lean more into their ego. This is somebody that might be a little bit more narcissistic. This is somebody that could be a bit Machiavellian. This is somebody who is charismatic, probably good looking, like I said yesterday, like a vampire. Vampires are hot sometimes, you know? I mean, Death reversed. Now, this is something that we thought was dead, done, and over with, and it might come back around for one more sort of subcontract or something that needs to be completed before the final closeout. Death upright, this is things that are done and final. This is situations where somebody actually may have passed away, and we do have to deal with all of the closeouts, you know, closing out the bank accounts, closing out everything. You know, death is death, and that's done. But with this, maybe somebody narrowly escaped death. Maybe we thought a situation was over with, you know, with the Mercury retrograde energies coming through. You know, there might be people coming back that we thought that we were done with, or things like that. So with the death reverse, this is scorpionic energy too. So speaking of Scorpio energy, death can also mean that maybe there are rooted things like deep inside of us that need to be detoxified before we can close out the cycle for good and let it die for good. So those are all just ideas of how these cards could play out in our energetic, you know, our shared energetic vortex that we exist in here on this rock, on this beautiful, beautiful sacred rock. Thanks for being here. It's really fun tuning in with you every day, and it helps me, and I hope it helps you. I love you. Bye.